I wish you a good and most beautiful day. Let this day and the coming weeks and months of your life be very successful and good. We are now living in the time of pandemics and severe diseases. That's why I remembered some very ancient advice of my shamanic mentor. It has come to my mind that this advice is now very relevant and useful for all people, especially when we are afraid of contracting the coronavirus. You can now find stories on the internet about a woman who was living at a hotel in total isolation and contracted the coronavirus through food that had been brought to her on a tray. That's why I remembered this old advice. Scientists have proven that such advice is, indeed, very useful. You know, scientists study human beings from all possible aspects, and one of the studies says that many different bacteria are living in us, namely, in our body. Some bacteria may be dangerous to us as they cause disease, so, obviously, we protect ourselves from them by taking medicine, vitamins, and so on. However, there are a lot of beneficial and good bacteria in our body. They live in our digestive system. One can say that each person has an individual set of these different colonies of bacteria. It is true that they live in colonies. What do these bacteria do when they live in our digestive system? They digest everything we eat. The symbiosis of these different bacteria is an entire cosmos inside our bodies. It's important that this microflora, this set of bacteria, is present in our body throughout our lives. Then we will be completely healthy. If for some reason this balance of bacteria in our body is lost, health problems appear. Well, what is this shamanic tradition about? Surely shamans didn't think about bacteria and didn't have instruments to measure the number of bacteria present in every person's body. Of course, they didn't, but they knew how to act wisely. Traditionally, a person had to have his own cup for tea or other drinks, his own plate, his own spoon, fork, and knife. That is, a whole set of utensils a person needs for eating. According to tradition, each plate was decorated with a pattern or a person's name, not to be confused with other people's utensils. So, a daughter had her own plate, cup, and spoon, and so did all the family members, son, father, and mother. If you follow this interesting tradition, you eat only from your plate and drink only from your cup. By the way, when you go to a seminar, don't forget to take your own cup and your own plate. It's important. If you follow this advice, it means that no other bacteria have a chance to get into your body and ruin the balance of your health. Isn't it great and simple? It is very simple. You should choose a separate plate for each family member and mark it. You can color it with some paint or put a sticker on it, or you can simply buy an unusual plate, spoon, or cup for every member of your family so that each person could eat using their own utensils. Nowadays, when there are so many dangers to our health, this advice is really important. It's certainly not a panacea for everything, but it can help keep us healthy. If at this moment you are feeling there is no such balance of bacteria in your body, you have already lost it. It means that you have already suffered from something that has ruined this harmony that you originally had since childhood. So, you need to restore your health. Tip number 1. Watch our video on how you should drink water in the morning. Tip number 2. Get your health diagnosed online or offline at our seminar. After that, we can give you advice on what kind of food you should or should not eat to restore the balance of bacteria in your body. We often give advice to people who live in today's world on what purifying procedures need to be performed now to restore the health of your body. Of course, there are other ways to help you, but I will tell you about them when you come to a seminar and ask about it. In fact, Every lecture by a shaman is an answer to questions that real people ask. If you write me a letter or take a seat right in front of me at a seminar, it will be your question that I will answer, and it will be you who will be given advice and information that you need by the spirits. Yes, this is how shamans live. Knowledge is living energy. It is not just commonplace truths that we teach and repeat. Knowledge is living. So, ask your questions and knowledge will be passed on to you through advice and videos or in person at a seminar. I wish you and your entire family to be completely healthy.
The power of the living shaman drum calls you to places of power, trance practices, contacts with other civilizations, communication with spirits. All this awaits you at the next seminar. Be with the power. Be at the place of power.